Alright, welcome back to the Booga Box live stream. It's Monday night, so we're on to Medium Project Monday. Working on ties is what we're going to be doing Monday. We've already finished a large scale tie, working on a small scale tie. I'm probably going to do 2 of these. Might do a bow tie, looking at doing that. So keep checking us out on Monday nights if you want to see some ties. If you have any questions or whatnot, go ahead and ask away. Not going to take too long here before I get into it. Just make sure everything's working good, everything's going through well. Well, looking like I'm having a small issue, but it might be rectifying. We'll see how things go. We were only going to do an hour tonight, like I said. I got some custom orders I need to get finished up. So we'll just kind of go ahead and start working on this here. Yeah, I got up Sunday and was going to get some more done on the inlay, and if you happen to catch us on the inlay on Saturday night, working on it, and got it a little bit Saturday night after. I think I got one more row done Saturday after the stream, and then Sunday morning got another quick row done, and I was kind of cleaning up the desk area a little bit and want to reorganize where I was going to put all my stuff so that I could kind of get a better feel. It's not the right spot. And so I could show more on the camera. And then while I was proceeding into doing that, got a couple custom orders. So I went ahead and finished cleaning up the parts that I was wanting to do, and got all that put up. So I only got the one row done Sunday on it. And then yeah, I can see I'm jerking over there. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad and it'll work itself out, but we'll see how it goes, at least on the Facebook side. But anyway, got the order, so I put everything up and got that. And I want to get them finished up tonight so I can get them shipped out tomorrow. So I will be doing an hour tonight so that I can get back to those custom orders and get them done and shipped out for tomorrow. About done. Shouldn't take too long to finish it up, and I was like, well, we'll just go ahead and run an hour tonight so I can get those done. I want to make sure I get it boxed up and ready before midnight so I can get a shipping label created and everything, and it can go out tomorrow. But yeah, it seems like Facebook is glitching, but well, maybe a little bit on the other. Might have to reboot the stupid modem thing again. So hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Yeah, I can see it stopped over on YouTube too. Maybe that was just pausing me sitting there. They're all at a little different area. So we need to go to this one with the silver. But hopefully it won't be too much of a problem, and it'll be alright. Gotta make sure I get it. I mean, I did do some adjusting, nothing to the programs, but did move my camera, finally got it readjusted. It's not exactly like I would want, but it's better for working on the working with the what did I do weird here? I attached that to the wrong. Oh, there it is. It's like, where'd it go? Oh, come on, there we go. Jeez, what a pain. Gotta get back in the mind mode of scales right now. I've been doing so much 4-in-1, and well, even these other projects are 4-in-1. Some of the got a couple custom hacky sacks, a hacky sack and a juggling balls that I need to finish up still. Alright, cats, y'all need to stop. They're already getting into it. It's like 7:30 they wake up. It's like, hey, let's go bug Dad, yeah. Alright. And some reds here. But if you're having problems on one, you can check us out on YouTube or Twitch and Facebook. Those 3 places we're at. I'm not seeing as many problems with the others at this point in time. Nothing like what I'm seeing through Facebook. I might have to try to add that through there too and come in at Facebook at a different angle, and maybe it'll work a little better. Something I've been thinking about doing, because it's kind of how I stream to the other 2 places. But I'm kind of doing a generic way for Facebook, so maybe I need to do the setup for a little more difficult, but maybe it'll work better. Yeah. You know how to open the door? Over there hollering like he can't get out. I guess he knows more on how to... It's kind of weird. The cats have particular ways they like to do things. We got... Buzz can push it open, but he can't figure out how to pull things open. He pulls on the wrong thing. He doesn't pull on the part that's going to move. It's kind of like, you're just a weirdo, man. And then you got the other one. She can open it, but she'll sit there and scratch at the door when she barely has to just push it to open it up. So, I guess I'm going to have to let him out. Give me just a second. And you want to go now, too? Alright. She'll want to go out here in a minute, but she can open it, and then I'll just have to go close it again, right? Just getting a little warmer. Can't let the door stay open all the time anymore right now. Alright, so we're down into a blue center. But working on the small scale tie right now. This is the design my youngest daughter made up for me. Last week before we started doing them, I was like, I need a design for a small tie. So I kind of gave her some paper, and then we found the program online. I can't remember the name of it right now. That kind of let you do it, and she started designing in that and liked it. So, but this is one of them that she'd done for me. I figured it'd be the first one I'd go with. There's another one I want to do too. More Halloween-y colors, I guess, black and orangey. But I like the look of it, so I'll probably end up doing that one too. And like I said, I have any idea how long these will take. I know how long my extra large ones and large ones take, but this will be the first small one I've done, small scales. So it will be a bit different. Okay, and so the next one will be reds. And I probably won't go too much longer before I start adding some stabilizations on the side, just to kind of hopefully keep it a little bit better together. And maybe it'll stay more under control. We'll see how that goes. I didn't touch this since last Monday. Just kind of finished up the one tie and moved on over to this one, and I haven't touched it since. Just gotten so much other going on, and like I said, I want to keep Monday nights, just working on them during the Monday night instead of, like I could do with some of the others. Definitely harder to work with the small scales than the larger ones, and definitely going to take a ton more. I think what is it total on here? I've got around close near 350 scales by the time we're done, 350 scales. So it'll be definitely one of the other, a larger scale acquiring item. don't know, I think I had 70-ish 5 on the large scale. And it's like half that for the extra large scales. There's not a whole lot into those. They're only 2 and 1 wide, so they're nice and quick and easy if they continue to make those scales. I'm kind of hoping so, because I do like them, not just for ties, but they can come in handy. Yeah, this one. Come on. I did just make another order of rings and some more scales coming. After this, the orders I got during the weekend kind of took out a lot of stock from some of my other stuff that I needed, so I was like, oh, time to make another order, so I put in another order. Hopefully I'll get them early next week at the latest. I don't even know how many rings I've gone through. I've often kind of wondered, it's like, I wonder, there's no way I could ever count how many rings that I've ever done. Because it's like, I wonder if I'm over 1 million rings, open and close. I'm like, more than likely, I'm sure I have. Because I think some of the larger projects I've done, and what I currently have in stock, ready for events, and then all the past things that I've sold through all the years, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably well over 1 million rings. I mean, just in 3 large projects here recently, I'm almost up to 100,000 rings, so I don't see it being inconceivable of hitting over the 1 million ring marks by any stretch of the imagination. Really, no easy way to do it. I could go through and do it somewhat of a calculation, but like, well, I guess if I ever wanted to advertise 1 million rings closed, then maybe I'd need to. But let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, one more silver. It's still up at 10%, still giving me some issues, at least on the Facebook side, I think. The only way to really know is sit there and just watch it, but I can't sit there and watch it. I need the chainmail. Come here, little one. Big old fingers have a much harder time dealing with these little ones. And eventually I do want to do a tiny scaled tie. I mean, that would be insane, to tell you the truth, because they're so much smaller. I mean, when I say tiny, they are tiny. I should have pulled out some so I could have showed what a tiny one looks like. I don't think I have any super handy. Well, maybe. Let me see here. I got a little package of them. It's actually for my little chainian, but I can pull out one of the little tiny scales real quick. And that's a tiny one. You can even see it on the camera. Let me see if I can put one of each of these in my hand here and put it up to the camera. So that's a small at the top in blue, and then a tiny purple. So just imagine how many of those it's going to take to do a tie in tinies. But eventually that is what I want to do. Someday I will do. Like most things, through the years, been many things I want to do. Finally, to end up doing them, it just took a while. Didn't open far enough again. Afraid of opening them too far after dealing with all the 16 gauge here lately. Alrighty, so that rose down. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and continue. Continue. Well, it was glitching. Maybe it's kind of cleared up right this second. Seemed to be streaming fine on Facebook, so I guess that's what I'm getting in the comment. I know it was a little, I looked over there once and it froze up on me. So, I've got like a 10% yuckiness on my OBS software that it normally shows me. It has dropped down to about 8, so it's slowly getting a little better maybe. I guess we'll find out after a little bit longer. I didn't see a problem on the others, but on my Facebook when I was watching me and myself, you know, see there, I just had another weird little glitch too, so. Alright, come on. I didn't open it far enough again. There it goes. And I hope to stay within the paper again since I adjusted things. I gotta make sure I get further up on the table than I have been lately. So I'm trying to readjust how I'm doing stuff and how I'm sitting. But I did need more room, so. I should have counted where I started, see how many rows we end up getting in within this hour. Guess I can go back and watch the video and kind of find out, but I wasn't thinking about it when I kind of just started in. I just like, well, I'm only doing an hour, let's try to get going here. Probably a little harder to see the weaving of this because my hands probably end up getting in the way. Even if I had camera at a different angle, it'd still probably get in the way because it kind of tweak everywhere, every which way to kind of get where I need to go. Alright. And so the next ones would be another red. This is the row of 4. So, yeah, reds. Trying to make sure I don't screw it up so I don't have to come back and fix anything later. At least that's what we were trying to go for. Let's see here, what else kind of, nothing really spectacular happened this weekend. Oh, before I forget though, we're almost 20 minutes in. The quacker needs to come out. He's not always sitting out in the main area, and I forget to pull him out before I start the stream. He'll be my little mascot, like I said, for a while. Still thinking of a name. I keep saying that for the last 2 weeks. I'm like, what am I going to name him? What am I going to name him? I still don't know what I want to name him yet. I know once the name hits, it'll be like, yep, that's it. But all the names I've tried so far, it's like, nope, that's not it. Okay, another red over there. On that one. Well, grabbing those little things, like I said, is a big old booger. And they're all sitting on top of each other. It's like, come on, get on there. But if you're bored and you want to watch some videos, go check out the past streams I did. Saturday stream, there was one point when I was working on the Mahomes inlay that, you know, you can kind of stretch and play with an inlay. It changes its form, and I was going to pull it all out and try to expand it for a full stretch and give a view, but I pulled it in the middle at first, and it made Mahomes look all kinds of goofy looking, like a caricature almost of him. Big old buck teeth, and it was funny. I had to change it real quick though because it was driving me nuts. I was like, that's just not right, man. get back down there. Alright, so there's those. Did I screw something up again? What did I do here? I did something weird. Let me look. How did this one get all weird here? That's the one. This side's fine. What did I do? Did I add an extra one to that row? Yeah. That first row right here, I had an extra. How did I do that? Okay, a little opening. I know you gotta be around there somewhere. There you are. 'Cause, yeah, I think if I take this one out. Then I'm even. I don't know why I added an extra one over there. And if I did it even right, it's the wrong color to begin with. Not sure how I did that. Alright, there you are. It's like I gotta go almost all the way around the ring before I finally find the opening. If I would have went the other way, it would have been right there. But isn't that how it always happens? Alright, so there we go. Alright. 1, 2, 3. And then 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't know how or why I added that extra one up over there. That was kind of strange. One of those, what were you thinking? Lost me on YouTube. Yeah, I'm still seeing it streaming over on YouTube myself. At least in my manager area mode where I have to do the streaming from. Can't view it as just a person. I have to view it as, you know, logged in so I can do the stream. Okay, yeah, it's you. Alright, yeah. I'm still showing, I'm down to about just under 8%, so I think it's gotten a bit better, but probably need to restart the cable modem. Like I said, it seems like I got to do that once a week anymore. If I want it to work properly anyway. So silvers are next. Yeah, I guess we'll do this row and then we'll come in and do a little bit of edging to the upper portion. See if that helps keep everything straighter so I don't add on another extra row or column by the accident. And maybe keep all this from sliding around too much where I have to constantly fix it. But that is scale mail. I mean, it is a constant little battle with it till you kind of get done, especially on some other things that I've done. Lampshades, they can get crazy on me until I get it to the form and size needed. Then it finally comes together and you don't have so many issues. You still will on the ones that you're currently working on, just because they constantly want to plop till they get other parts above them and below them, etc. But once they get there, it's all good. Another silver over there. I'm checking out for the night. List of glitching. And like I said, it could be me sending out. I mean, it's showing better, but it could be me. Seems like I am starting to have that issue on occasion. It's not too bad, I guess, but I'm going to have to make sure I go through some procedures on restarting the cable modem and whatnot on stream nights, and before stream, let everything kind of renew itself. Get up over there. Again. Open them up just a little bit further. It's all I ever need. I say that's probably one of the major bad habits I have with doing chainmail is never open them up quite enough most times. No reds. No silvers. Yeah, silvers. No. Yeah, no. Red. Where am I going? Here, you'll be here. Because this is the row of 5, so silver then red. Alright, no, I'm doing something. How am I not thinking about this right? It's going to go there, so it has to be red, duh. One of those duh days, right? It's Monday. Can't think properly Monday. I had all these other orders, so I got a little brain melt whenever I was trying to get all those done. Okay, so I had an extra red up there to that one too. That's why everything looks weird to me. Yeah, right there, that row. 2, 3, 4, 5, and that should have been a row of 4. So that's where I kind of screwed up again. That was that same row. I guess I just wanted to make it wider. It wasn't wide enough for me. I needed to fan out later, right? Come on. And then we can take off the single. Find the opening. Definitely harder to see them the further away I am, so that's what takes me a little bit longer here. Could pick up the whole piece, but it must have just been right on the other side, like I said. Alright, so okay, there we go. I was like, man, it's just not looking right. And it was like that on the other side too, so now it all makes sense. Don't add an extra column. We're not trying to expand it. We don't need an expansion in it. Alright. Now if I can ever start getting going right, I won't have any of those problems. So let's go ahead and look at now let's just continue. I was going to go ahead and put some edging on there. I'm like, yeah, I'd rather get some length into it so we can start seeing the weave a little bit better, the design a little bit better. That's what I'm kind of wanting to see more of. So we'll flip it over when we get done. Where are we at here? Just 30 minutes in. So, yeah, and I haven't said thank you to everybody for coming by, just dropping in and watching. Like I said, we got 3 different nights of projects we're doing. If you haven't caught us before, or just watching this replay for the first time, I mention it often, but you know, we're always trying to do new things. But we've got Monday nights for medium project. Right now we're doing ties. Different styles. We go back and check the last couple Mondays streams. You'll see they've been all tie based. Probably for the next few weeks at least. I want to get a couple more ties done before events. Our first event here. Have a few more for displaying purposes. And hopefully people will like it and buy it. I mean, that's the ultimate goal, I guess, right? Alright, into that one. Getting a little faster here, but I'll just keep my brain in place. Yeah, it's been 7 days. I'm sure I would have finished this up within a day and a half at the most if I was just working on it without streaming and only holding it off for the stream. So, alright, so then silver. Let me check these out. Let me grab a drink real quick. But after tonight, we will be back on Wednesday for a small project night. Again, I don't have any clue. I kind of spent a little bit of time mostly on Sunday, you know, trying to play around, thinking what I want to do for Wednesday. At least narrow down. But with the custom orders, I hadn't even still thought about that yet. I was like, I gotta start thinking about doing the other streams this week, so open up the brain. So I'll definitely have to work on that later after I get the other custom orders processed. Silver. Which I don't mind, you know, I'll stop any of these, and I considered doing and finishing up the order on the stream. I was that close to doing so. Wrong ring, dummy. Alright. Yeah, I need to go into that one. But I was like, I don't, you know, we kind of get put into these, and I don't want to change it if somebody's expecting to see something and coming to the stream, and you know they want to watch tie work, but then no tie work gets done because I end up doing a customer order. So there could be other times though, if I decide, you know, on the off nights, if I'm not busy and I have an order, I could just again start up a stream. You know, those I got the standard nights, but that doesn't mean that I wouldn't stream it on another night. You know, if I just happen to be working on something, it's like, what the hey, you know. I kind of normally try to plan for them, but I don't want to have too many planned days that, you know, that I have to start canceling too many of them. So. Alrighty, there's that one. Right behind you, there we go. And onto a blue. And we're getting a little bit more into it. Like I said, I think we're going to end up being about 19-ish or so inches. It's calling for 19. Might be a little shorter, so I might have to add on a few once we do get near the end. But we'll kind of see. And I might pause a little bit on the length of it next week and go ahead and start getting the neck part done, just to, you know, change it up, because this could take a couple hours to fully get done, to give it its full length. So, you know, might throw that in there just to, like I said, change it up a little bit, see something a little different. Okay, I think we got a weird beep somewhere, but I don't see anything. Oh, there it is. Looks like the oldest is sending me messages. It's like I haven't heard anything beep when something. Oh yeah, messages beep. I don't get a whole lot of messages, so I don't hear a lot of beeping. I mean, I do get most of my messages for the business through Facebook, but I don't always hear the beeping because I'm not constantly right there with it. I check it quite often, but I don't do the smartphone Facebook stuff, so, well, in a way, I guess. I do get the notification, but I really don't use my phone. I do have it set up, so if I ever needed to, I can stream from it instead. If I ever have a problem with the home internet, or if we're out at events and I want to do any kind of streaming, I wanted to have it kind of working and available. Now, if I do it from the phone, I'll only be doing it to Facebook. I'm not sure how I could do it with YouTubes and stuff. I don't think I could probably multiple stream through cell service, so it would definitely have to be only on one. Okay, now I gotta move that screen so I can see if I can see comments within Facebook, since that's covered in my comment section now. See, this wireless mouse, boy, it just lights right up and changes and turns on real quick. That other one I got, it takes it 2 or 3 tries sometimes, it seems like, to work finally. But I do think it was only like 2 minutes for my phone to actually tell me I was live streaming tonight. Again, it's gotten a little bit better here as of late, but I won't trust it till, it can go, several weeks of proper notices. Alright, under, over, under, over. Over, under, over, under. And silvers. And hopefully I'll actually get some time in before Thursday on with the inlay, but I know I probably won't tonight or tomorrow, and then Wednesday we've got small project night, so earliest I could do anything would be Wednesday night, but that's probably put that on backwards. Probably not going to happen, just because normally on Wednesdays I end up working on doing a different color of the weave that we worked on that night. I try to make 2 or 3, of the same, so that's normally what I work on after the stream. There's a couple more bracelets. Sometimes I might change up the sizing, see if it'll work, and then we kind of play from there. Looking around. Quick check. Yeah, it's actually showing a little bit worse in some areas, but better in others right now. Now there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, back on to 2 blues. So I guess it's in a way where, if it started having major issues, we could try to restart, but like I said, since it's going to be a short night kind of anyway, I didn't want to start taking time out of that and then have it be even a shorter stream. I guess if it does have issues and you need to or want to watch it, I can always re-upload the video. Like I said, I recorded at the same time, so I got the video that goes up to every place, but also on my computer hard drives. I didn't connect either of them, or the other side over there yet. Either. Up and over, and come on, get under. There, finally. I've been watching for a few minutes and no glitches or anything yet. Well, okay, I guess that's a good thing, but it's showing me having some issues, but... yeah, you need to come over there. There you go. It could be just very intermittent, so I mean, I guess that would be the best thing to hope for if we don't restart it. It's just some minor ones here and there. I mean, I guess that's kind of bound to happen from time to time. We're heads. Guess I should have put my supplies to the sides. I didn't even think about that, but I don't think we'll make it long enough to really have to worry about those getting in the way too much tonight. Oh, come on. All you do is slide up in there. So that's my youngest, and she's the one that designed this color combo for me. Like I said, she's done several. Need to figure out a way where we can do some more and get them saved and blah blah blah. And I can figure them out with just the picture, but you know, a little bits of information they give you with it, it's kind of nice too. So even though it's not totally accurate, it's close enough accurate. Alright, we need red on this side. You can look over there. This is the 4-row, so this is the last one. I don't know why I made the 4-row a 6-rower on that one. Brain fart. Well, I will say one thing about, you know, we put that gable fan in the house. It's definitely changed the way the air conditioner runs. I'll say that. It doesn't run nearly as much. So that's a good thing. But also a bad thing because now the wife's hotter all the time because it's running less often. I haven't gotten super hot yet, but I've already felt it making a difference in the house. Kind of glad I did it. I guess I wish I would have got that attic fan finally done, but kind of pointless now that we probably won't be using outside, opening up for outside much. It looks like we got 90s coming up here in the next week or so. Next few days, I guess, by the end of the week. Not looking forward to those days. Hopefully my head's not in view. I just got a little closer and kind of wonder if maybe that'll help me out. The dogs are going cuckoo. Hopefully they're in their yard. Didn't sound overly loud like they were in our yard, but it's where they always end up running to when they get out of their yard. Get back over there where you're supposed to be. Alright, silver over here. Quick checks. Yeah, I'm still running 8%, and I'm seeing yellow and red in my upload column there a little bit. Not all the time, but if the count's accurate, about 10% of the time. Getting to a bunch of double stucks here. This one's a quad stuck, but better than the 20,000. Okay, yeah, that's the wrong size ring or scale. You can see the difference there. I wonder how that got mixed into the bunch. It's not a huge difference, but there is definitely a difference there. It seemed awful. It did feel a little weird in my hand, like it was thicker. I didn't feel the biggerness, but it did feel thicker. Alright, and then on to a red. Alright, yeah, you need to move out of the way. And I did find one, looks like 9/32 ring within my 3/16, and then one large scale in my small scales. They trying to tell me to build something with medium scales? Is that what it's trying to tell me? You must build us. We want to be built. And the red on the other side. Get up under there. Alright, so that was in. Row of 5. On to row of 4. Two blues. Now you can see, you get to have the fun of the live stream of listening to me do the weird little things that I'll do when I'm by myself. Other than the talking to you directly, any of the other noises I make, they're just noises that I make when I'm down here working on chainmail. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, kind of depends. When something else is going on in the background, music-wise or TV-wise, it's probably a little less often than when it's quiet, but it still happens. I like to talk to myself. It's fun. Alright, glue on that side. You up over top there. There we go. I need to grab a drink again real quick. I guess kids would probably say I talk to myself all the time. They'll ask, who are you talking to? Myself. I'm in the kitchen doing something. You can have those random conversations with yourself. with silvers. Let's check real quick on messages. I don't think I have any more right this minute, so back to the grind. Yeah, I might be getting out of picture a little bit. So I kind of readjusted my paper too, so I guess if I'm just a little low it, I gotta be above my ruler. But the camera will pan out more for large project night, so I can get more of the desk in. You'll see it if you check us out on Thursday. Might make another little adjustment to it before Wednesday, but depends on how much more I can need to get done. Like I said, I'm always working on something somewhere, doing something. Alright. Silver there. I do find it easier just to come in sideways on it than going down through it. You have to keep twisting the tie back from, you know, left to right side sometimes, but I think it kind of helps in a way to do so. I do have to always straighten it up after that, but you know, it's part of the joy of scale. Alright, there's the 4, so on to a single 5 row. Where are we at anyway? Look, already 50 minutes in. I swear, some nights it seems like, you know, the time just flies. Other nights it goes slow but flies. I don't know. When I'm over here without the stream, I'll be over here for 20 minutes. It feels like I've been an hour sometimes. And during the stream, you know, I feel like I've been on for like 10 minutes and it's been 45. It's like... center, and so the next one, the 5 row, will be the red. I guess I'll need to make sure I stop a few minutes early. We'll do maybe this row and one more, and then we'll stop so I can kind of turn it over and give it a look-see. We've definitely doubled the size of it tonight. I don't know exactly by how much, because I didn't, like I said, I forgot to count before we started, but it was pretty short. I mean, we made a little good dent into it anyway. A decent dent, I will say. And for the times that I did stop, I mean, overall, probably only got 45-ish minutes in by the time we're done, maybe 40 of actual time. Back in there. The wrong one under there. Jeez. Alright. I almost wish I could. Is that ambidextrous, where you can do right and stuff with both hands? It'd be easier to do some of this, I think, sometimes if I was that. If I could do left and right handed things the same way, because sometimes it'd be easier to come in at a different angle on these. I mean, I guess I kind of do when I turn the project, but would have less of that to do. There you go. Man, a bunch of these just stuck together now. I don't know if they're... 2 silvers to finish off the ends. Let's see where we at here. Next one will be a 4 row, so yeah, we'll do one more row and then we'll flip it over and give it a look-see on the front side before we stop the stream tonight. These two on the ends are fairly simple. Hopefully I don't see any screw-ups in it when we flip it over. That's where I caught the last screw-up in the big, or the large scale one that we were doing. Look, I didn't notice it from the back. I mean, it was noticeable from the back, but I didn't notice it until I flipped it over and started looking at it going, there's something not quite right about this. 2 blueies. Flip on over there. That's nice when you get a nice closure right off the bat. Doesn't happen all the time. There's always some times where you're just doing a little tweaking to it, you know. That's why when I grab it, I can do little tweaks with the fingers to get it, you know, to that final destination. Sometimes I still have to come back with the pliers if it's too far to move. What is weird over here? Oh, the red's below. There we go. This goes into the blue. I'm not turning it as much, so now I'm getting a little more floppage and scales moving around on me. Since I'm not, then I have to kind of readjust them, but you know, like I said, that is part of scale mail. Till you get the layers on top of it and everything straightened out. Silver needs to be above that one. There we go. It looks all nice and clean once you're further down, then it gets a muddling mess till you get it all tied up and together and all that good fun. I wonder if I could work, maybe I should put it on, get a turntable thing where I could put the piece on and spin it if I need to come in it at the other side angle. Alrighty, and then this row will be red. Want that ring not wanting to sit flat. That scale. Something weird just went on there. Oh, did I not? Yeah, that one should be attached up there. I never did attach it. Maybe that's what it is. Just pulling everything weirdly after that point. Yeah, this one should have been, because this was part of, make sure here, there's something not right there. Three, yeah, that one does still need to be attached up there, so let's go ahead and attach that one up there since it should be. I don't think that's the only problem though. Seems like there's something else going on, but it could have just been that, just pulling everything down sideways on me. see, there's still something. I don't understand. You're there, you're there. Oh, this is the road. What did I do here? There's something going on. Let's see it in the row. Is it just that? And there's the 5. Yeah, I guess it was just that ring was sitting all weird and it was tweaking everything out of context. That was kind of weird. Because then I just do my 2 reds and that would be the 4 here. There was just one ring that was flipped over underneath and tweaking everything out of proportion. Once you flipped it around, it seemed to kind of fall into place after that. A big old bunch. So we'll do the other side of the red here, and then, like I said, we'll go ahead and close it up for tonight. By the time we get closed, we'll be over an hour probably. Now we're already over an hour by the looks of it, so we'll get this other red one in and get a quick look-see of it. But again, I want to thank everybody that's stopped by and checked us out and watched any live streams or coming back, watch the videos later. Thank you all for doing so. If you ever have any questions or comments, just let us know. Like I always said, I'm willing to kind of do whatever you guys might want to see and try and whatnot. Just trying to have some fun and hang out and do some chainmail. And thank you for the design. Yeah, I've said it several times already. I thanked you when I started it. I think you've got 3 plugs already tonight. Alright, so and let's do the flip over. Probably have some ring or scales I need to on. Got a few that just want to tweak under till I get that edging put on. Like I said, I probably should have just went ahead and did it. Come on. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Like I said, once I get the edging and stuff put on, it'll pull all this up nice and tighter together, and they won't flop over on the side so much. As these will pull up, and it'll kind of tighten it all up, and at least the way I do it. There are several different ways to edge your scale mail. I found a way that I like to do mine, and that's kind of the way I went. I do have some stuck under there. There we go. But that's the basic looks of it there, and it'll just continue going down to the end in the same kind of pattern formation as we go. So we definitely got in probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Probably about 12 rows tonight. Roughly. I'll make sure I count them before we do them again. But again, thank you all for joining me and checking us out. We will be back on Wednesday, small project night, since today's Monday. I had to think about it again for a second. What day are we on? We'll be working on a small, a new weave, I believe. We're going to eventually run out of the ones that I can do on a stream. So now I'm just waiting for the mouse to wake up on the other one. As usual. I should switch these mice around, but I don't know if it's just it has a problem connecting or total wake up. There it goes. So alrighty guys, you all have a great Monday night, and we'll see you all again on Wednesday. 7:30 Central Time.